I welcome you to Pedagogy Learning. This is your teacher, Mr. Nkandu, commonly known as Mr. A+. Once again, I've come to actually help you in mathematics challenges. Today, I've come with question number 3 and 4. So for those of you who are following me, we are still looking at the same paper, which is paper 1 2024, just internal. So let us please move together by coming closer to this YouTube channel where academically is well done. Okay, thank you so much for my viewers who are already there. So quickly, let us go through the question and see how we are going to handle them. Question 1, factorize completely 27y squared minus 3x squared. Okay, then question 4, a straight line L is represented by the equation 2x minus y equals 5. Then full stop, find the gradient of the line L. So these two questions carries 2 marks each. So let's start with the first one for factorizing and see how we are going to factorize. Okay, so here is the question 27 y squared minus 3x squared. So now how do you factorize? So when factorizing, the first thing that should come into mind is to look for the common factor. Common factor is actually a number that can go into those factors without leaving a remainder. So in this case, we are talking about it, this one and this one. So when you look at this, the only number that can go into 27 and 3 without a remainder is the 3 itself. Because 3 can go into 27 and 3 can also go into 3. Here, remember, we have y, this side x. So the letters, we don't have n, which is common. Okay, so let's now write that same number, which is the common factor, outside the bracket. Then we introduce. So 3 into 27y squared, the answer is 9y squared. Okay, then 3 into negative 3x squared, the answer is x squared. Okay, then you cross. Then from there now, we are going to consider what is inside again. 3 of the outside as usual, like the way it is. Okay, then this 9 is going to be written in an index form. Okay, what do I mean? This is a square, perfect square number. Therefore, it can be written in an index form. When we say 3 squared is same as 9. Okay, then y squared minus x squared. Okay, so what we have done on the next step, we have just written 9 in an index form, of which we've done. So when you look at this expression inside the brackets, these are different of 2 squares, okay, which is very common. So we put the 3 outside as usual, as we are moving. So now this, we have 2, 3, then we have 2y, we have 2x. So this can be written 3y, then plus x, then we open again 3y minus x. Therefore, the answer. So this is how we do what? We express, we factorize. So here you don't need to waste much time. Once you see in between there you have a subtraction, a minus, and here we have square. Just know that this is different of 2 squares. So just get two pairs. 3y, there are 2 3y there. So 3y, another 3y. Then x, another x. We have 2x. Now when doing that, you should bear in mind that you should do what? The signs now should be 2. The first one plus, the other one minus, or vice versa. It is just one and the same. So when I say vice versa, you can either start with 3y minus x, then you close and open, then you say 3y plus x, it is the same. Thank you so very much for the first one. Then we go to question number 4. A straight line is represented by the equation 2x minus y is equals to 5. Find the gradient of the line L. So here we are trying to find the gradient where we are not given the equation, the coordinates. Instead, we are just given the equation. That one is also very simple. What you are going to follow for you to find the gradient of this equation is by following this expression, which is called the gradient point form, or I mean gradient intercept form. So we are going to make this equation in this form. Remember, gradient is represented by letter m, and that's so meaning the coefficient of x will be our gradient after rearranging this equation in this form. So let's try to rearrange this equation in this form. This is negative y, that's we have, so negative y, then equals this. This is 2x, and here it's positive. When it crosses an equal sign, it will become negative 2x. Then 5 is already there. Then plus what? 5, which is a positive. Okay. Now remember, we are looking for what? Positive y. So negative 1, throw out negative 1, negative 1. So we can say negative 1 into negative y, the answer will be y is equals to. Then negative 1 into negative 2x, the answer will be positive 2x. Then negative 1 into positive 5, the answer will be negative 5. Okay. We have expressed this equation in a gradient intercept form. Okay. So now that we have done that, what has remained for us is just to get the coefficient of what? X. That will be our gradient. Therefore, gradient, which is represented by m, is equals to, what's the coefficient of 2x? Is 2. So 2 is our gradient according to the question. Thank you so very much. Bye.